Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your JIS News for February 1. The Police High Command is moving swiftly to prevent a repeat of the incident that left one policeman dead and 5 others injured after a training exercise went awry this week. The incident happened at the Jamaica Police Academy Wednesday night when live ammunition was being fired during a training exercise that should only have involved the use of blank bullets. At a press briefing Thursday, Police Commissioner Owen Ellington asserted that the facility had an enviable track record of safety and the instructors there were all highly trained professionals. But he expressed disappointment with the response since the incident and said operations at the facility had been ordered suspended and the 6 instructors interdicted.
There are individuals who had positions of responsibility during the conduct of that training last night who have not yet accounted for what happened. This is raising doubt in my mind about any theory of an accident, and it is causing me concern as to whether there is any attempt to cover up what occurred.
Commissioner Ellington says the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom has the full support of the JCF in doing its probe. Meanwhile, the Bureau of Special Investigations has been asked to conduct a complete review of the operations at the facility, including what happened this week. In the meantime, the police commissioner has also promised the swift action of the JCF to deal with 2 gruesome acts of murder involving children this week. The 2 are 14-year-old 8th grade student of the Haile Selassie High School, Sharifa Sadler, and a 4-year-old boy from the Almontown community in Kingston.
We want to give our full assurance that we'll do all that is possible to investigate and find those killers and bring them to justice.
Just hours after hearing of the death of the Haile Selassie student, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller decried the gruesome nature of the crime and expressed sadness at the killing.
If I am feeling this way, as other women in the audience and men, I can imagine the parents of this young girl.
On Thursday, Education Minister Ronald Thwaites led a team of counselors on a visit to the school and told the students that he shared in their grief while urging them to love and respect each other.
Every single life has value, and that is why it is such a terrible tragedy, not only for her family and friends, not only for Haile Selassie family, but for the whole of Jamaica, that something like this should have happened.
Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna says government will be equipping 1 police station per parish to deal with issues relating to children. Speaking at a function this week, Minister Hanna said the police stations had already been identified for the project, which would be implemented under the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program JEEP. She added that the costing would be presented to the Ministry of Finance and Planning, following which a submission would be made to Cabinet for approval. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller has joined government and opposition tourism leaders endorsing a Volkswagen commercial which features characters speaking in Jamaican dialect.
Of course, this has been met with some controversy, which we also note with interest. However, what it says to me is that as Jamaicans, we need to reach within ourselves and radiate that inner happy and bright, optimistic Jamaican spirit energy that others see in us.
Earlier this week, Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil said the television commercial was creative and it truly tapped into the tremendous mass appeal that brand Jamaica and its hospitable people have globally. The newly released Super Bowl commercial has registered more than 1 million views on the popular video sharing website YouTube. The commercial is slated to be aired during the highly anticipated Super Bowl finals this Sunday, which will mark the climax of the National Football League season in the United States. And finally, the late Crown Prince of Reggae, Dennis Brown, was remembered Friday morning with a floral tribute at his grave in the National Heroes Park. Among those at the floral tribute was the Minister of Youth and Culture, Lisa Hanna. She was joined by students and former colleagues and friends of the late reggae singer.
When you consider that so many people across the world see Jamaicans, strong black Jamaicans and strong musicians as a part of who we are, we must stop and pay tribute to the persons who have paved the way, and he was one of those persons.
Dennis Brown was one of the major stars of the reggae subgenre Lovers Rock and is forever remembered for his indelible contribution to Jamaica's most popular export. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.